Captain. While a great many people see you as a hero, there are some who'd prefer the word vigilante. You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
I know how much Bucky means to you. Stay out of this one, please.
You saying you'll arrest me?
There will be consequences.
Captain, you seem a little defensive.
Well, it's been a long day.
If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than the bad guys.
That's not the way I see it. Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
What do we do?
We fight.
You know what's about to happen. Do you really want to punch your way out of this?
Sorry, Tommy. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice. But he's my friend. So was I.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So Captain America Civil War International trailer, a little bit of new footage, just a great way to spend your time trying to avoid Star Wars spoilers. That'd be great subtext for Civil War. Iron Man wants to spoil Star Wars, Captain America ain't having it. Bam, Avengers Battle Royale. But the interesting thing about this new footage mostly makes it seem like Winter Soldier lands on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s radar, or the Avengers' radar, because S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't really exist anymore. And Black Widow's like, yeah, we have to take this guy down. I know he's your friend, Cap, but he has to answer for what he did. And of course, Cap wants to redeem Bucky because he feels like he was wrongly brainwashed and made to do all these terrible things, assassinated all these people by Hydra. So really, it seems like the role that Winter Soldier plays in this movie is just being the gasoline on the kindling that is the Sokovia Accords. Like the biggest point of contention, the biggest dispute is that Cap doesn't want to go under the rule of General Thunderbolt Ross. He feels like he's just as big a villain as people in Hydra, just as bad. So it's him against the US government and their supporters, including at least half of the new Avengers like Iron Man, War Machine. War Machine is always going to side with the government. He's a lifelong military man. But then Winter Soldier lands on their radar and Cap tries to help him go on the run, so he officially becomes a fugitive from the US government. Now, the other big thing that's also happened recently is they've confirmed Spider-Man's involvement. Obviously not going to be as big as Black Panther's involvement just because Marvel has like the weird agreement with Sony where they share the character, but he is definitely in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In fact, there's this image that I put up here of him visiting the set of Doctor Strange. Now, that doesn't mean that he's in Doctor Strange or in that movie. He's probably just enjoying the perks of being a teenager who is also an A-list Marvel actor now. Hey, could I visit the set of this really awesome movie that you guys are making and check it out? Why, of course you can. That happens all the time behind the scenes. Actors from other studios will visit sets of movies if they have friends working on them, or directors will invite other directors to see early cuts of their film to give them feedback. James Gunn actually said that he got to see an early cut of Star Wars. J.J. Abrams was like, hey, please, come check this out. I mean, they're both under the Disney umbrella, but J.J. Abrams said that he was just blown away by the uniqueness of Guardians of the Galaxy, so he wanted to get James Gunn's perspective on what he was doing with Star Wars. I think, in the case of Tom Holland, in the case of Spider-Man visiting Doctor Strange, though, it was purely just for fun. But don't completely rule out like a post-credit scene that throws to Spider-Man, because the first big Spider-Man solo movie in the new Sony trilogy is going to be coming out the year after Doctor Strange comes out. But part of the arrangement with Marvel and Sony sharing the Spider-Man character is that they help promote each other's movies, in addition to sharing the character in the actual movies. So a lot of people have been spreading rumors that we will see some of the Avengers in the Spider-Man solo film. Just minor cameos. Like, think about how much Spider-Man gets used in Captain America Civil War whenever it comes out. I mean, obviously we haven't seen it yet. But then expect a couple of the Avengers to get treated the same way in the solo Spider-Man film. I mean, this is like the Marvel shared universe, and it includes Sony now. So it's going to be awesome. Like, they're finally going to be able to acknowledge that the Avengers exist in Spider-Man films, and the Marvel films will get to acknowledge Peter Parker. I know a lot of people have been asking about a Doctor Strange teaser. They've released some concept art, but they haven't released a full teaser yet.
Continuing through Phase 3, we introduced Doctor Strange. You need a spectacular actor to portray this character, and the fact that Benedict Cumberbatch has agreed to do this role is huge for us.
Benedict, he's got an incredibly complicated emotional structure going on.
One of the things that's important to us in telling a magical story is keeping it grounded, but still leaving enough room to have really cool and unique visual ideas to explore.
What you can expect from this Doctor Strange movie is a mind trip action film.
how do you put that on a screen within this cinematic universe? That is, one of the primary goals of that movie.
The reason you don't see a lot of Doctor Strange stuff happening right now is because they're so busy promoting, like they just started promoting Civil War, so they're mostly focused on that. But let me know in the comments below, how do you want to see Spider-Man used in Captain America Civil War and the other Marvel films? Civil War is really just the beginning. They're going to be making Spider-Man films with Tom Holland for at least the next 7 to 8 years, depending on how fast they make the sequels for the new trilogy. So he is definitely going to come back in future Marvel films. And I know everyone's wondering about Star Wars Spoiler Watch. Don't worry, I'm going to be posting my non-spoiler review for Star Wars Thursday night, so it's still going to be a little while. And then I'll post a separate spoilery Easter egg video at least like a couple days after that. So there's going to be a ton of Star Wars stuff this weekend. Be sure to subscribe to get it all. I'm still doing Star Wars giveaways, so just watch like my most recent Star Wars video. I'll put a link in the description to learn all about that. And there is some new Batman v Superman footage, so I'll totally do a video for that next. So you don't have to worry too much about Star Wars spoilers. There's still a ton of other really cool stuff that's happening to get pumped about, especially Deadpool. The 12 Days of Deadpool is still going on, so I will try to do some new Deadpool tomorrow. In case you guys haven't seen it, I posted a Star Wars Episode 7 lightsaber fight behind the scenes video yesterday. You can click here to watch that, and you can click here to learn all about the 12 Days of Deadpool. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.